Panharmonicon presents a podcast.
We're edging tomorrow.
I'm on the edge of glory, and I'm fighting a war with you. I'm on the edge,
Of
the
copyright.
edge, the edge of who?
Yeah.
I said of copyright.
Oh,
Yeah.
I can't
You're
just sing
getting
it.
close.
I can't just.
No.
No, it's good.
Apparently, if
buddy.
you get close enough, they can just auto catch it.
Yep. I'm so sorry. Just to
With
ruin
no
your
music
day.
in the background. Like if I'm just singing.
It's got melody enough. If you're hitting the notes.
Yeah,
Hey, I was about to say, hey, compliment to your
I was gonna
singing
say,
ability.
yeah.
Hey, you got it,
dude,
man.
I kind of want to just.
Test that.
Yeah, dude,
you
that's wild. If they just like, no, you can't sing that. No, Kelly Clarkson. Is that Kelly Clarkson?
I thought that was. Isn't that Gaga? The Edge of Glory.
Oh,
Right?
maybe it is.
Oh god.
It sounds like it could.
I mean, it sounds like it could be either one of them.
Gaga.
Yeah, it's got
That's
that.
her. 2011.
Goo Goo Gaga.
Goo Goo Gaga.
2000 what?
2011.
2000.
Oh wow.
I thought it was older than that.
2011.
Born This Way is the album
Oh, like that was the movie,
Baby,
right?
I was born this. What? There's a movie.
that she was in. I don't know.
That movie with I was about to say Brett Ratner with Rocky Raccoon,
Bradley Cooper.
Bradley Cooper.
Oh no, that was. Well, what was the name of that movie?
Well, this is the Google AI review. But Born This Way refers to two different but related films. A 2013 documentary about Cameroon's underground LGBTQ plus community, following two young men facing severe homophobia, and a forthcoming documentary, I Was Born This Way, about Archbishop Carl Bean, the singer of the first gay anthem, detailing his activism and creation of the first minority-focused LGBTQ plus church and the Minority AIDS Project.
Right. So none of those have anything to do with Lady Gaga. Right. That's.
Well,
or
okay,
Bradley
hold on. Let me continue reading. Both films highlight struggles for acceptance, with the Cameroon film showing dangers in a hostile culture, while Bean's story shows pioneering advocacy with features including Lady Gaga, Questlove, and Billy Porter.
Okay.
Shout out Questlove.
Interesting.
There we go.
In that note, do they say anything about Panharmonicon Studios presents?
I wish. A podcast?
Oh, podcast.
Ooh, mouth lasers.
Not arm lasers, mouth lasers.
Yeah.
Lasers.
Even more terrifying.
Hello, we doing, everybody? I am one of your hosts, Damon,
This is Andrew.
And this is Farron.
and we are on another episode. This episode is going to be about Edge of Tomorrow. But before we get into Edge Tomorrow, before we even talk about poorly explained movie plots, I want to know, gentlemen, how have you been?
Well, I made a Java chip cookie, and I made a. See, you see what I did there? If y'all was listening to the last episode, I said that before.
The time loop. I was trying to figure out how to do that.
Yeah.
So I was like, do I talk about being dry again?
Yeah, we all just talk
The same things?
about them dry eyes, baby.
Get clear eyes. Wow.
Yeah, I've been. The game a couple days ago, you sent a text about a game called Exit 8.
Oh, Deguchi 8, yep.
I did not download it yet. Is it available to download
No,
and
I
start?
think it's on the 20th or something like that.
Okay.
I don't know why I don't know. Okay, Sony, if you're listening, why do you do the essentials at the beginning of the month? Like the game for the essentials PSN at the beginning of the month, but like the ones for the two tiers that people pay more for, you do towards like the end of the month. I don't understand that. But anyway, yeah. So, I don't believe it's out for you yet.
Okay.
It will be.
I just to your point about so I looked this up. This is a game called Exit 8, and Dane was like, this might be a game that you might be interested in, and it looks like one of those. It's like a horror film, but what is the word they lumen? not luminal, liminal space, luminal space.
Oh, liminal
space.
Yeah.
Oh my, that was
like the back rooms.
Yeah. And speaking of loops, it seems
it's also
like
a loop.
that,
Yeah.
like you're in a
very
so
cool.
like the
subway station.
So you're in a subway station, and you're on platform 8 essentially, but you're trying to get out of the exit. But you're supposed to be, as you're going through the everything, looking for differences.
Oh,
Because if you don't catch the difference and you go to the exit, you just loop right back.
Okay. I think I might have like you're walking through like this like the subway, not the like the subway like hallways.
Yeah.
And you got to see like all the different what do they call those? We're not gonna get it, but it's oh geez, there's like a couple different. Well, you have to like spot the differences, and then like there's a guy walking next to you, like that game. Okay, cool. Yes, that's awesome that it's free.
Although I don't know how you translate that into movie.
Yeah, when you said there was a movie, I was like, how do you make that a movie?
Yeah, they came out with a movie last year.
Oh,
I think it might be a Japanese film. I'm not entirely sure,
cool.
but that's kind of what it appears to be. And I don't know how that ends up being turned into a film. And if it if it is a full feature-length film, I would hope that it's maybe just 90 minutes. As I don't know if you can spend 2.5 hours doing the same space over and over again. But I am excited to try that out, though, when it does become available. But what about you guys?
Oh, it's a Japanese movie. It might only be like an hour.
Anomalies is the word I was trying to think of.
Yes.
But I've been good. Excited for, this is not an ad, but there's there's some gum that's like good for your teeth. If you guys ever seen that, I'm trying to be as vague as possible to not. Anyway,
I feel like all gum tries to act. Well, not all gum.
Yeah.
But like Dentine, Ice, and Dentine
True.
and stuff try to be like, we're good for your teeth.
Yeah. But there's some new flavors that have come out. Honey bun and berry. So it was mint and cinnamon. Honey bun and
berry gum.
Yes. Well,
I'm assuming
flavors. Yeah. Still, just
So excited to see what that tastes like. Hopefully, it doesn't taste.
They're still
like
making
garbage.
new flavors of gum, huh?
Yeah, or I guess like new flavors of.
I'm sorry. Do you think you're so old that they have completely exhausted any?
When's the last time you seen a commercial for a new flavor?
That is a fair point. I think they've combined all the fruits they probably could by now.
They be making up names. They be like Osha Sprayberry. You're like, oh, okay.
That's the new thing.
Cranberries, maybe. But this is side tangent. Miss Hubba Bubba Max, like the Lightning Lemonade, the LeBron James flavor. I think that's peak bubblegum for me. And I'm always chasing that.
Miss Hubba Bubba Max?
Hopefully I said I miss.
Okay.
I did not articulate myself.
It did sound like you said Miss Hubba Bubba.
Miss Hubba Bubba? Yeah. Hey, Miss Hubba
Bubba.
I thought you were getting into like Miss New Booty type thing.
Miss New Booty.
Hubba Bubba.
Miss Hub.
Found you, Miss Hubba Bubba.
Chewing on that thing.
But you just said a chain of words that made me feel very old.
Oh, yeah. I mean, this was from when I was like a boy. So
Not in that sense. Like, I remember it. As in, like, that was a flavor.
Sure.
That made me feel like when my parents heard me say something from like when I was like 8.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, it's just the Ultra Red Ranger Super Deluxe version. You'd be like,
that's a
you
new
said
sentence.
a chain of words.
Yeah.
I understand the words in them.
Yeah.
But, so Hubba Bubba, I thought you said G-Max. But you may have just said Lightning Max or something like that.
Yeah.
LeBron James.
He was on the
Lemonade?
Lightning Lemonade.
Lightning Lemonade.
And then next to that, the flavor, there's LeBron James. This is just the packaging. So I was trying to throw a big net. Apparently did not articulate my
You
words.
threw a giant net.
Yeah.
You explained exactly what you wanted. Like
the product.
It's just the product itself
Yes.
sounds so alien to me.
Yeah.
Because you have no recollection of a Lightning Lemonade.
I
LeBron
thought
James.
Hubba Bubba stopped at watermelon.
Oh, okay.
What? You thought that Hubba Bubba was like, okay, we're gonna make a new flavor, we're gonna call it watermelon, and I think we're done.
That's the last flavor I recall.
What?
I go to grocery stores. I look in when I'm in the line, I look at what's there.
So you don't do self checkout?
I mean, when I do self checkout,
Yeah, but
and they have that like the little stand that's got like the candies next to it.
I feel like the candies that are available at the self checkout line are not as robust as what is available when you're going through an actual cashier station.
That's probably the problem, man. I need to start going through some cashier stations.
And although honestly, I think it's just been so long since I've gone to a cashier station that I have not seen like bubble gum.
Yeah,
there.
That's why I'm surprised at these flavors.
I will
he just
say,
said honey bun and
berry. So it is a Bubblicious. It is not Hubba Bubba. So Hubba Bubba Max.
Okay, so
could have been the
Bubblicious makes more sense
yes.
for like these wild flavors because that is.
There's LeBron.
So okay, you did say it was old.
Yeah. So that
in my
was
mind,
the disconnect was.
I was thinking.
That's.
I was thinking it was recent, so I was thinking that it must be
this
like
was, when I was.
I'll tell you,
child.
like as soon as you said it, I immediately imagined like that, but like in a black, yellow, purple, and white packaging.
Okay.
And then I imagined more like of the lightning.
Yeah.
Design,
oh, sure. Yeah.
And then like an actual just picture of LeBron James going like this.
Yeah. Kind of like.
And I figured he was just there, like maybe like that version just happened to have like meet LeBron James on it or something like that, like a contest.
Yeah.
And he didn't have anything to do with the flavor.
I guess I need to do some more research.
But
for our
you
next...
showed me this, and now I'm like, he's animated on there, so he is part of the flavoring of. But
almost
he,
like
that's probably isn't
cranberry.
like it tastes like LeBron James, but like it's his. He concocted a flavor of Bubblicious.
We licked LeBron James, got a flavor profile, threw that in some gum. Here you go, kids.
Speaking of, I watched this video of this dude who like chemically recreated Coca-Cola.
Whoa. Okay. Like with the cocaine or no cocaine?
So no cocaine, no coca leaf extract.
Whoa.
He literally, when I say chemically recreated, I mean he took it through two different spectrometers and determined the chemical profiles based off of like flavors.
Wow.
And he basically created it and said, you can create this yourself if you have these things. You don't need the spectrometer, obviously, but like you would need all the chemicals. And these are chemicals that create the flavor profiles of like for instance, apparently you can either have something called vanillin, which is the chemical extract that comes from vanilla.
I feel like that's a fun villain name.
Vanillin?
Vanillin?
Yeah.
I mean, it's pretty on the nose.
I'm chilling like a vanillin.
Whoa, there you go.
So it was like 30 minutes and it was just it was a chemistry class.
But for Coca-Cola?
Like disguised as teaching you how to make Coca-Cola. And he says it's not 100%, probably isn't. Bless you.
I'm so sorry. Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
But apparently, like the people that he had tested said it was extremely close.
And are the chemicals like easy to get, or is it?
Yeah,
like,
he got them all off of like Amazon.
That's crazy.
They're not like chemicals that like you need to like conceal.
Sure.
They're more like the chemicals you just like if you were to go to like a nature food store or something.
Oh,
like that,
okay.
You would see them in there.
Gotcha.
But they have like the more chemically names like tetrapenol and stuff like that. So he basically went over and over and over again, and he determined that it was like he could create a constant like. So there's a super concentrated part that apparently is like the true flavorings that are like citrus. Like apparently there's citrus in Coke, cinnamon, vanilla. He determined that like things that can be created from like nutmeg and like a few other things also go into it, but aren't exactly nutmeg and those other things. Clove, like apparently like there's something similar in nutmeg and clove that you can get extracted from them. That is what's in Coca-Cola. I think these are his ways of getting around using coca leaf.
Okay.
Like I think he called it decoconized coca leaf, which is what Coca-Cola uses today.
Oh, okay.
In other words,
no cocaine.
And then there's like all the other parts that make like soda, like the caramel color, and all the stuff
like the
you see at like the
syrups
bottom
and
of the ingredients list when you're like looking at the back of it.
Okay, very cool. Was this a YouTube like
it was on YouTube
deep dive?
Yeah,
okay.
and he
Rabbit hole.
like it just popped up in my like algorithm. It wouldn't go away. It's one of those things like when you like you don't choose it, but you're like still refreshing, and it's like you want to watch this, right? And it's like I'm just fine. I'll watch it to get it out of the way.
Yeah.
And his thing could make I think he said like the amount that he gives you, which literally is in like two like things like this big, could make 5,000 liters of
what?
Wow.
So would you just need like a drop?
Using,
like
yeah,
a couple
he like
drops
the thing
per...
that he said that you needed to even be able to like get out the percentages was like something you would. It wasn't just like a normal eyedropper.
Yeah,
it was like a thing that like can pull out within like 1/1000th parts.
Oh, okay.
So like, you apparently you need very little of the concentration to actually just make Coca-Cola.
Interesting.
But then I guess it'd just be that concentrated, and then water is all you would need, and then okay,
like, carbonation.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, I guess you can't carbonate off of a little bit. Wow.
So that was what I did.
Yeah.
That was that's how I've been.
That's crazy.
I was watching that.
Learn something.
Yeah. I mean, I
Sure.
guess.
Yeah.
There were so many chemical terms. I was like, dog, I didn't even pass chemistry the first time. I had to go back.
Me either.
Like, I had to finish it in summer school. But I also had a Chinese chemistry teacher who I could barely understand. So it could have been part of it.
Oh, was that Miss Chow?
Yeah.
Oh man, I forgot about her.
But yeah,
I had Mr. Barrett.
Mr. Barrett is who I had in summer school.
Ah,
Apparently, you needed Mr. Barrett to pass.
Yeah, I lucked out.
Destroyed that class under Mr. Barrett.
I always heard that Miss Chow was there was a few teachers at Walnut that I just heard that like were very difficult teachers to get past. Like they were no joke. It was Miss Chow, and I forget there's a few other people. Oh, what languages were those? Not language classes, sorry, but even just like other. Oh God, what is her name? She taught math. Oh, starts with an N. I was gonna say Miss Nicaragua.
Oh,
like that's not
boy.
That's not it.
That's not
Anyways, huh?
Miss Nasheed?
Nasheed, yes.
Yeah. All right, well, now that we've doxed ourselves slightly, let's move on to a little section where I give them a brain teaser, which is I pull a poorly described movie plot from the subreddit of the similar name, and they have to figure out what it is. This one will be from the subreddit this time.
Okay.
I only had enough bandwidth for one original.
That's fair.
In this one, two cops must work together to escape the sadistic death trap of an untrained surgeon.
What?
That's it.
That's it. And I will say, I will give a forefront. Like I did say the last episode, how a lot of these tend to end up being like a scene. In this situation, this is a scene.
Okay.
This is just a part of the movie, not the entire movie plot itself. But I liked it because of what it obviously invokes.
What do you think it invokes? Saw?
Yeah.
Yeah. That would have been two cops.
Two cops.
What do they do again?
They must work together to escape the sadistic death trap of an untrained surgeon.
Spy Kids?
What?
Are there only two?
Yeah, I guess two. Well, I guess it's Junie
the Spy
and,
Kids themselves.
Yeah.
Two.
I was just thinking of Steve Buscemi's "Does God Stay in Heaven?" because he too is living in fear of what he created.
Two cops work together. Untrained surgeon.
Don't forget the sadistic death trap
Of a sadistic, which is only encompassing one scene. This is a death trap that is
part
only
of the movie. It's multiple scenes within the movie itself, but it is not encompassing of the entire movie.
The death trap itself. Is
Yeah.
that what you're referring to? Okay.
Because I feel like anyone could be an untrained surgeon, right?
Anyone
Like if
could be
they're-
untrained
if
surgeon.
they're just trying to cut people up. Cause I'm thinking like Drive, which probably doesn't do it. Like,
7?
No.
Oh.
Drive? You mean like with Ryan Gosling?
Oh, yes,
Or-
but no. That's what I said, but that's not what I meant. What's the Sandra Bullock with the bus?
Oh,
Speed.
Uh-huh.
Speed.
Two cops.
Can we get a year?
Yeah, 1996.
96. Maybe Speed.
What was Speed? 94, 95?
That was like 94, I believe.
96. Genre?
Children's film.
Okay.
Whoa, Spy Kids. Oh, I guess not 96.
So it's a children's film that
Children's
has
film.
2 cops and an untrained surgeon in a death trap.
Mm-hmm.
Which are all things that usually
So
are
this
included
is-
in the recipe of a children's movie.
For sure.
That's-
So this is like some Looney Tunes type Animaniacs. 96.
Space Jam?
Yeah, Space Jam. No, there are no cops in Space Jam.
There you go. Well, it's one of those things where I'm just thinking, could you be saying cops, but they're actually...
Yeah,
I will
for
say
sure.
that they are cops.
They are
They
actually
are cops. Because it's almost like Home Alone, but that's not right. That's not 96.
Untrained, 1996. What movies were coming out in 96? See, that's...
Children's movies, too. That's the other-
Yeah. Oh my goodness. All right, so we got the year, we have the genre.
It wasn't the biggest movie of that year. I believe that was Titanic. But it was...
Titanic came out in 96?
I think so.
I mean...
But it was still a big movie, though, in 96.
Oh, no, it came out 97. This movie was one of the biggest movies of 96, I think.
Wow, Blank Check?
Did that come out in 96?
I had no idea, dude. I just know that there's a minute
it
15
did not.
seconds.
No, it came out in 94. It is not Blank Check, though.
What's the Arnold Schwarzenegger baby movie?
Kindergarten Cop?
It's not Kindergarten Cop.
Yeah, this thing is a little bit... Okay.
Think of those 2 cops.
What is it?
What
I
are
guess
other like names for cops?
pigs?
that came quick.
Oh, my bad. Police.
Law enforcer, security guard. That's not. I mean, I guess that's like another job adjacent. Not necessarily adjacent, but oh shoot. No, don't do this again. We're gonna get We're gonna get doxxed, but we're gonna get hit again with another. No. We got the other one.
Yeah, you got it. You got the last one.
We got the last one, but this one, dude, 10 seconds.
Oh,
I don't even know. Oh, this is
Bug's Life.
5, 4,
You were close.
3. What?
Whoa, that's great.
What?
I mean, I guess that's time. Close with Bug's Life.
Mm-hmm.
What made you even want to say A Bug's Life?
I don't know, man. Why was I saying Flubber? Why was I saying Spy Kids? It's just train of thought.
Another type of cop could be a sheriff.
Oh, of course. Why did that not even come to my mind? What?
Walker, Texas Ranger?
No,
A sheriff?
not 2 sheriffs. Another type of cop.
A cop and a sheriff?
All right, so it's 1996's Toy Story.
Dude, I thought about saying. Oh my god!
Dang, that's good. 'Cause it's
Untrained
Sid.
surgeon, Sid.
Wow, good on them.
Oh,
That was a teaser.
Something I wanted to say. I want to be honest with you. The only reason I wanted to say Toy Story,
Okay.
especially when you said A Bug's
Pigs?
Life, and you're
Oh.
like, you're close. But I kept thinking that Toy Story was 95. That's where I kept stopping myself. I was like, but it's. Man, there are some movies in the mid 90s scale where I just cannot place.
They all just run together.
Yeah.
Those years run together now for me. If you ask 1999 me what happened in like a specific year in the 90s, I'd be like, oh yeah, this, and this. You ask that to me now, I'd be like,
Yeah.
go forward?
idea.
You'd be like, no, that was what happened in the 90s.
Bay of Pigs.
Yes, sir. 1996
Wow, that's a good
Toy
one.
Story. And
That was.
we now move on to our feature presentation.
Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. I don't know why.
More
I guess I'm
loud
just
mouth
gonna do
lasers.
mouth lasers. This is our elevator music. Boom, 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 boom,
Until what? We're
boom.
pulling up all our notes.
I have no idea. Yeah, I'm pulling those.
You know, that's fair.
All right. For our feature presentation, when Earth falls under attack from invincible aliens, no military unit in the world is able to beat them. Enter Major William Cage, played by Tom Cruise, an officer who has never seen combat, is assigned to a suicide mission. Killed within moments, Cage finds himself thrown into a time loop in which he relives the same brutal fight and his death over and over again. However, Cage's fighting skills improve with each encore, bringing him and a comrade, played by Emily Blunt, ever closer to defeating the aliens.
2 comments off the top that I don't want to forget. It's very sad that, like, I guess maybe sad isn't the right thing, but some people are just meant to die. You know, like, this movie was just like, hey, all these people, they're dying. They're just kind of fodder. And then how do you get tased so hard that you, like, pass out? Because that's how the loop starts, right? He, like, tries to blackmail the general because he doesn't want to go.
Oh, that's not
when that loop starts.
Well, yeah, but like, so he tries to run away, and then they tase him, and then he wakes up on these bags.
Yeah.
So how does he get tased so hard?
Oh, that he passes out.
Out.
That's a good question. Maybe they got like some slightly future.
Yeah, I guess it's future tasers.
I don't know how far ahead in the future it is, but
that's true.
It's slightly in the future.
Tasers will knock you out.
Yeah, they'll knock the human out. So, as I put it, when Tom Cruise meets light novel, based off of the Japanese light novel "All You Need Is Kill," came out in June 6th, 2014. A budget of $178 million, global box office of $370.5 million, and for the first time in like a while, that is, I'm using the global box office because domestically it did not do all that well.
Yeah,
it only had a $100 million box office domestically, so $270 million outside of the U.S. Its major markets being China, South Korea, Russia, and Japan, which accounted for about 138 of the 270 mil.
Whoa.
It's really just kind of spread out amongst a bunch of other countries after that. 91% critic versus 90% audience on Rotten Tomato, 7.9 out of 10 on IMDb, and 3.8 out of 5 again on Letterboxd. Movies that came out during this. It's really interesting because like it feels like for a long time I've been having to like kind of really like stretch out the year and put movies in them because it just it doesn't feel like a lot of movies were just like kind of note were coming out, and like all these older movies we've been seeing. But this year we had just like really within this release date, Maleficent, 22 Jump Street, How to Train Your Dragon 2, The Fault in Our Stars, X-Men Days of Future Past, Godzilla, and The Amazing Spider-Man 2.
Dang.
Also, not too long after that came out would have been Captain America and the Winter Soldier, 2014, right? And Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah, those were like at the
in that summer. Sorry,
yeah,
like
later on in the summer.
Yeah.
These are all like right before. This wasn't even a tentpole blockbuster.
Crazy.
2014. So Tom Cruise in this one is like supposed to be. I almost feel like he's supposed to be Tony Stark at the beginning. Not so much in that he's like intelligent or anything, but that it seems that he's supposed to be a peddler for this like technology, even though they seem to be well into using the technology. In fact, I thought he was coming to meet the general to like give him some more suits or something like that. But then he gets tased, and then at that point I'm like, so we're wasting manpower during this very important invasion against these aliens on this deserter. Why do we care this much about him?
I mean, I guess because he has maybe appeared enough in the media that he's supposed to have like this sway with, or be like a reputable source of military propaganda. I'm not
like, I feel like they could have just killed him.
Oh, yeah.
And then gone about their business.
Exactly. Yeah. Which I guess maybe that's what they were trying to do by sending him to the front line.
So we're wasting manpower, basically.
Yeah, back to your first point. Yeah.
I see where you're coming from, because it's like the amount of attention they put on Cage almost kind of makes you think that he knew something that he wasn't supposed to, and that this is their way of trying to like kill him but make it look like, well, he just died in battle, so naturally no one's going to question it. It's because it's even Bill Paxton's character, Sergeant Farrell is like, hey, J Squad, he's your responsibility. Keep an eye on him. Make sure he doesn't, like, if you just need bodies to go out there and just to be sacrificed, honestly, on the front lines, just to make this maybe a little bit more plausible that you'll be able to win this particular fight, why do you keep you honestly are putting J Squad in danger by trying to make them focus on babysitting this dude the entire time.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sitting there like, but you could like, I don't think anyone would notice if he died.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like you put more focus on like the potential of putting him out on the front, like the front, the front line where people could see him, than you just taking him out in the back of the alley, just shooting him and then being like, all right, well, you don't know how.
Yeah. Right. You just get another talking head, put them in the news, and then no one would be like, hey, what happened to that other guy?
You know what's interesting is that something I read about this film is that they something about the movie is that with Tom Cruise, you don't really expect to see him in roles like this, to where usually Tom Cruise, when he's in films, especially something of like a blockbuster of this caliber, he's going to be something of like the avatar for heroism in these films, like Mission Impossible. He's already this skilled person. You're not really seeing somebody in those films develop their skill or be at significant disadvantages. It's Tom Cruise. That's kind of what you expect. But here, he is... I mean, he even admits that he's never seen combat. And I don't know... And I guess, you know, shame on me, because I don't know where a major lands in the ranking of military officials. But it's like, how do you become a major and you've never seen battle?
Well, he said he did like ROTC.
I think Stolen Valor is also here. I don't think he's actually a major. I do believe they say that he like was supposed to be in like the army, but he deserted.
I thought that was just a story to be like
Farrell was just Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say like that was like why he like that was just the official story of why he was now with J Squad is because he was a deserter.
Which is also possible. I couldn't really tell because they were just talking,
saying stuff. Yeah, right.
But it seemed that like it is possible that because I mean a major would have had to seen some type of like even if it's not like an outright battle, like he would have had to done something in order to be able to advance.
Yeah.
So I don't think he truly was a major.
Okay. Well, the other thing though is the reason why I brought that up is just because to me when you question like why is all of this focus on William Cage, it's almost kind of like I can understand how, from an audience perspective, you're subverting their expectations by taking this huge movie star and being like, oh, hey, he's this person who is severely lacking in like a skill deficiency here. But it's almost kind of like the writing forgot that that's how they're trying to play the character. And so everyone is like, oh, William Cage, where is he? We got in so much trouble because you weren't around. But I thought this dude was supposed to be low skill level. Like, why, again, to your point, Dame, like, why do you care?
There was too much caring. I was like, he seems like he's not, like, you make it seem like he's not supposed to be important, but you're making him too important.
Right.
Thank you.
But to your question, a major is above a captain, but under a lieutenant colonel in the officer structure.
Where's that in relation to, like, a private?
A private would be in the enlisted, where a private is... So a private is an E1, so that's no insignia. That's, like, the bottom of the barrel. Private PV2 is an E2, that's a step up, and then private first class is an E3. So those are like your very bottom of the barrel. And then there's sergeant majors, which are still in the enlisted, but not yet an officer, and that'd be an E9. So I'm still kind of confused.
So he's supposed to be like up there. If
he's a major, he gets the little leaf insignia. But to the point that you brought up, I had in my notes, it is very fun to see an awkward Tom Cruise because of like how much he's just generally like, I'm so freaking cool. I can, scale the Burj Khalifa or whatever. Like just seeing so much like Mission Impossible Tom Cruise, to see this guy of just like how he was walking in the suit of just like not really knowing how
so
to.
Awkward.
Yeah.
I
was like, hey, look at that.
It's so interesting because there's so many times when in the movie he is like when he's getting wrecked and he's getting killed again and again and again. Some of it is just like sort of the audio cues of like when he dies, his screams. It was a movie where like because Tom Cruise is not usually put into those positions and he's making those noises, it makes it so much funnier because I'm not used to Tom Cruise being in those positions where he is vulnerable. So when there's a shot where when he's training with Rita, whatever those rotating blade devices are, he gets like caught on one and then it's ramming him towards a wall and then it cuts away before it does. And you hear that Tom Cruise like scream, and every time it made me cackle, just because it sounded so funny.
Yeah,
it also kind of reminded me of this may sound weird, Tobey Maguire as Spider-Man, because when it was one of the things that I love about Tobey Maguire Spider-Man is that when he fought, the sounds that he would make when he was fighting made me feel as if he's in that battle.
Whoa!
Like for instance, in Spider-Man 3, when Sandman hits him with that giant hammer and he knocks him, but he's still attached to the rope and he gets hit by the bus, and that little sound that he makes when he gets hit by the bus and like knocked back to the armored car, that's kind of what I was like picturing when hearing Tom Cruise.
I feel that actually. It really is interesting because he is so often like the pinnacle of whatever movie he's in, like and it's like he's supposed to be here. And it's like we're seeing him like, this is almost like a Tom Cruise origin story.
Yeah.
Since, even though this is like well into his career,
Right.
It's like how you create a Tom Cruise-esque character starring Tom Cruise.
Yeah.
Like bit by bit. So, honest to goodness, they skimmed through the beginning of the movie. The beginning of the movie would have been probably a really good movie within itself.
Oh yeah,
That's
like the
the
invasion coming,
and like all this stuff, Rita's rise, and it's like, this is all pretty cool. I'm glad you gave me this in like 30 seconds.
Yeah.
All right, time to get into this like forever loop that goes on. And speaking of forever loops, so unlike in the previous movie Groundhog Day, we do know why he is in this loop, but it begs a question for me that it's explained that he has the blood of the Alpha on him, or in him, however, and that causes the Omega to reset the day. Why does he get the extra day?
What do you mean the extra? Oh, why does it go?
Why does
back
it reset
to when he
yesterday instead of just replaying the beginning of
that day?
That day.
Is it
24 hours specifically? Like, I wonder, because I think I see where you're coming from, because he doesn't. If he was restarting that day, he would be restarting from the barracks, getting up with J Squad and getting dressed, and then going straight into battle within like 2 hours. But he's restarting when Candyman. That's Candyman, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, actually, is that Candyman?
I'm pretty sure.
He looks like Candyman, but at the same time, because I thought Candyman's name, the actor, was Tony Todd.
It is Tony Todd.
But
is it not Tony Todd in this one?
I feel like it's Tony something. Going off on a tangent here, huh?
Oh, just a Soprano.
Tony Soprano.
Tony Soprano. That would be. Could you imagine Tony Soprano in The Edge of Tomorrow?
Oh, it's not. It's Terrence Maynard.
That's okay. So why do they look so?
They do look very
close.
They look pretty close.
That's
to
strange.
Each other.
But yeah, like so. I guess is it a 24-hour?
I think it may have to be, because I think that's the only way for that to make sense. Because I didn't even put that together, that it's like, oh, the invasion's tomorrow is when he wakes up on those bags. So yeah. But then, if it is true, so then if it is truly 24 hours, like they get farther and farther off the beach. You know, like they get into like the barn house or the house. And then the barn, and then the helicopter, but they're still able to, like, it keeps looping, but it does. We're assuming that he still starts from the bags every time.
I was gonna say. So what it seems is happening is that even though, so the Omega, I don't think is resetting the day anymore. He's now the new
Alpha,
like focal point, or like he's now the new anchor point.
Yeah.
So it's anchored on when he got the blood. So I guess it must be 24 hours prior to when he got the blood.
Yeah.
Oh, it's like this is like the point, like we're starting from here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That would make sense.
So like no matter how far they go, because obviously we saw scenes where he's still going to go.
So my biggest guess would be
that
that like if they had killed another alpha and gotten blood later on after he had done it, then it would have now been
new set point.
Yeah.
I think that would make sense.
What crazy enemies those things were. I mean, it definitely. I've heard rumors with this film that I don't even know if a sequel is in development, but I have heard there be rumors since this movie came out that they're trying to do a sequel, but there's just never. It seems like I've never seen anything tangible about it. Like I've never heard of a script, where they are in the writing process, if something was officially greenlit. But it is one of those films where it seems like there is so much lore that can be explored to create a sequel or another film that is in the same universe, just not directly dealing with Cage or Rita and those characters. But I also don't feel like a sequel is needed, especially if you try to do one with Cage and Rita. Where would you go from there?
Like it feels like that story ended.
Yeah. They tied it up.
Yeah,
and there you go.
Yeah, because I mean they did say that like, oh, there's all these asteroids that are just waiting to fall.
Yeah.
So
there's like a virus that could just attack any planet, at any point. So that's a terrifying thought. But something, and I wanted to bring this up in the last episode talking about Groundhog Day, but it is a thought that spawned when watching Edge of Tomorrow. Do you think that there is a version of Rita that is still going on? And what I mean is,
that's still stuck in her loop?
Well, not stuck in her loop, but when so there are a couple training moments in the film where he gets either breaks his spine, he can't move, and she has to kill him to reset the day.
Yeah.
Does that Rita continue on?
I think.
Really? So everyone in the world experiences
because
that.
He's that new he's that new focal point. Yeah. Or like anchor point. So her day resets because he resets.
Yeah.
But unlike him, none of them retain
the memory of what happened. Because I just thought it would be interesting if there was some sort of parallel universe where that Rita shoots Kate right in the head, and either she gets taken to jail because it's like, well, you just killed that dude, but like her life continues on, but I don't know, like his soul passes on into another. And the reason,
also logically, she would still probably die.
Yeah,
because
they
would
have to go out to the
to the
she
invasion.
Would die there,
right.
Exploded.
There was this episode of Rick and Morty that kind of made me think about it, where it's this episode, I guess in short, where Morty is sort of baiting Rick into this conversation where he's telling him that he can't make a specific device, and this device is like a respawn device. Like in a video game, if we all died right now, that we could press this button and it would take us to our last quote unquote save point. But then what Rick explains to him after Morty has died several times in using this device is that he didn't actually restart time. He sort of like transported another version of himself from like a parallel universe into that moment so that he could continue on. And so it just made me wonder, like, how is everyone else outside of Cage experiencing
the time loop,
that whole thing?
Yeah. Yeah, I guess it would just be
assuming they don't experience it.
Yeah, it'd just be a hard reset.
Yeah.
Could you do it?
What?
Kill myself?
Like be on the Cage side or be on the not Cage side?
Honestly, in either way. Like let's say Andrew, you're the Cage's partner, and like we're partners, right? And you're training me because I have this ability. And even if you did, like, could you see yourself just like killing somebody? Like, oh, we gotta reset the day. Cock your gun and just shoot him in the head.
I mean, if I had already experienced the loop where I was more numb to death, or being like, oh, I mean, I know for certain that you're just gonna, be 3 hours earlier from now.
Yeah,
I feel like I could, just because it's like the fate of the world. It's like we do this or everyone dies. Like, so I'm so sorry, but yeah, I would probably shoot you in the head just to be like, all right, we gotta try again.
All right, note to self. Andrew, I have no qualms killing me
for the greater good.
If I didn't know that, if I had not experienced the loop myself, I think it would. I guess that's almost impossible to know just simply because I would be constantly be resetting.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't know really how long it took me.
Yeah.
Because to me, the first time I do it it took me one time.
Exactly. Yeah.
But I think if there was a way of you being able to tell me that, like, you haven't been killing me, I've just been dying and then we reset.
Mm-hmm.
I probably would have. It would probably take you at least 10 times telling me that it's okay for me to do it before I would do it, because I wouldn't know like when is the time that I can't do it anymore.
Yeah. If I did not have the power, I would not pull the trigger because I'd be like, that's crazy. Like, what are you talking about? Let's get you to a doctor.
And you would have to really be able to prove within that like first 3 times that's what's happening. Because if you cannot prove it within like the first 3 times, I will probably never do it. Yeah. And you'll just be sitting there with a broke back being like, please somebody kill me. Yeah.
But then I guess how would you prove it? Like the same thing of like, oh, you have 2 fingers, like blah,
like
blah, blah.
You would have to start being able to tell me things that are happening before they happen. Yeah. Before I'm like...
Also, I feel like that sense of just jadedness of like, this happens, that happens, blah, blah, blah. Shoot me in the face. It'd be like compelling argument.
It would take you maybe 3 more times until doing that before I'm finally
That's fair.
Okay. But after... At that point, we're playing God, and I'm just going to keep doing it until you become.
But then
Superman.
Also, you would have to convince. You'd have to be convinced every time, right? Because then you wouldn't keep that knowledge.
You would, but I think what would essentially happen would be like, if you could show me video. No, you can't show me video because you can't take it back. But like, if you could somehow say you did it.
That's true. Like you have like
you've been doing it.
Well, not proof, but like yeah.
Because I think once you tell me, and I start to realize that like it's possible.
Once you have the argument that's compelling enough for me to do it once,
and then you say that I've done it, then I'm gonna be like, okay, well then if that's the way we gotta do it, then that's how we do it.
Yeah, okay.
And then this
is how we do it.
I do wonder how long you get before the reset.
Yeah, that's...
Do you think the instant that you died is just it, or do I get a few seconds of this is how we do it?
Or you're just like floating out into the darkness,
the whole world,
for like 4 hours until like how does that?
Montel Williams.
And you know it's funny because there was the scene towards the end of the film, and they alluded to it a lot, and you kind of knew it was going to happen eventually that he would lose that ability, but it seemed like when he lost the ability that it was just replaced by plot armor.
Oh, it definitely was,
because it seems like
should have died.
Thank you. Yeah. Thank you. Like, because there were so many moments in the last siege in the end, especially when they get on that airship and they're just sort of like steering it through that enemy alien infested territory.
Where he's just hanging out.
Yes. And then he gets launched from it when they crash into the building. I'm like, okay, if he still had his powers at that point, I bet you they would have filmed that as a scene where he died.
Yep.
And then he has to try it again. Because I'm thinking there were things that happened leading up to this and the number of times that you saw him die throughout the course of this film where I'm like, okay, like I can see how this would kill you, but it seemed like they kind of took it a step further just because they knew they could, because the day was going to restart and we can show just Tom Cruise die, which you don't see in movies happen.
Yeah.
When he got flung, I was like, first off, he's skipping across water and then he gets flung.
Yeah.
And then he falls through that hole down, knocks against some like
concrete
crates or something like that, and then lands, and then proceeds to get up and start running. I'm like, no, he should have died. There's no he's not like, his mind has been getting stronger throughout these, but not his body.
You've shown him be vulnerable enough that he would be susceptible to this kind of damage. Why are we now switching to plot
exactly?
Yeah, good point. Yeah,
that part made me go like, nope. It'd be one thing if like he didn't have to really just start being carried or like limped around. After that, nope, he got up. He just started Tom Cruise running. And I was like, okay. This movie also would have been a really fun video game.
Yeah.
Like I would have really I would have paid to get like a first person or third person, like when did this come out? 2014, like PS4.
Yeah.
Like
oh boy,
version of this game.
I'm glad. I do. Controversies aside of who he is as a person, like I think that Tom Cruise is like one of the few last like great movie stars, because he puts them, and I say this as like a respect for the things that he puts his body through.
Oh, like
when
doing
you
his own
see
stunts.
his,
and
yeah,
stuff.
like stunts. Because it reminds me of like Jackie Chan or the things you hear about. And I don't like Keanu Reeves doesn't do all of his own stunts, but there are some people who don't seem like they really put all that effort into their roles. Where like, hey, I got this role, and then they just maybe like look at the script for 5 days before they start filming, and then it's good. But a lot of the things that he puts his body through, but then also just the way that he carries certain expressions, because it is something to where I would imagine even if you knew you had the ability to restart a day again and again, that it would wear on you seeing somebody that you're growing to care about, especially because you're the person carrying these memories day to day, die over and over again. Because there's this shot somewhere in the film, I think towards maybe the beginning of the third act, when they are really making that effort to push through the beach battlefield, and he sees her die over and over and over again. And you see the shot where he's just like looking at her, and it is almost kind of like the expression on his face that you can tell he's contemplating, can I take her through this again? Can I see her die again? And I think that's followed by that is when he makes that attempt and he goes out by himself.
Yeah.
And then he goes to the dam, and then he realizes it's not there, and he gets attacked, he dies and restarts. But that's something that I don't know if I could see somebody.
I mean, you kind of see that manifest at like the helicopter part where he's just like, one of us, it's only one of us that makes it through this. Like,
I couldn't tell during that part if it was like, I can't see you die anymore, or if he was like, well, if you're not going to fucking listen to me, then I'm because he gives her that whole spiel. And then she says, give me these keys. Yeah. And then just starts it all over and then dies. Yeah. And he's sitting there like, I told you. I told you. And you know the loop. Why did you just do this? Fine, I'm doing it myself.
Yeah. Maybe it's a push to action. Yeah. But I guess Rita also kind of has that sort of relationship with like Hendrix. Was that the name that they?
I think that was the name of it.
Oh, yeah. Was it? Are you referring to her old partner?
Yeah, that she had to watch die like 400 times or whatever. Mm-hmm. So I guess it's part of the package. That wasn't a very succinct point.
Imagine that being well, no, I mean like, because I'm imagining now the way you say that is it's a contract that you're given when you receive those abilities. Yeah, hey, just so you know, you're gonna see a lot of
the
people
fine print
that you love die several times.
Yeah, you're gonna form some attachments.
Yeah, hopefully that doesn't break your mind.
Yeah,
which might
have.
Yeah.
I also wonder when he decided to start learning like all about like J Squad. Like I can't tell like if that was like when the decision was made that like he was just going to keep dying over and over again to like eventually learn about like where the Omega was, or if it was him like doing like, was it from the get go that he started learning more about him, or just I much like with Groundhog Day, it's very weird that they put the like learning about people part outside of our vision.
Yeah,
and just go like he just eventually at some point learned everything he needed to know about every single one of these people.
Right.
And they just let him. So are there days or there loops where like he stayed around and he just did everything to the T and made sure that he talked with people and learned all about them, and then
like became their friends. And then, and
then didn't do that the next loop, did that with like somebody else.
Yeah. It does make me wonder from a creator standpoint, director standpoint, studio standpoint, what are some of the advantages that come with making a movie that deals with a scenario like this, or like a time loop theory, and like what are some of the negatives? Because I feel like typically in a movie, when you're not going to be dealing with time loops, if you're going to showcase your protagonist getting to know supporting actors or characters in the film, that you're going to show it. You can't just, especially if you, as from the audience perspective, have seen them and know that they knew nothing about those characters, there was no closeness, and then all of a sudden they just know, like you have to show it. But I would imagine in a time loop, from an audience perspective, you can just like sort of file it away as, well, I assume he went through X amount of loops to learn this information, and so maybe they just don't necessarily feel obligated to show you all of the loops or any of the loops where he's, hey, so where are you from? I'm from Kentucky, you ride horses? Like, it's just sort of assumed that there's a loop where he asks certain questions, and
I guess they showed it with Farrell, I guess, right? But I guess it was mostly
with the Science Hill conversation,
like from Science Hill, Kentucky. Yeah. But sorry, you were saying something else.
No. I was just saying, like, what are like the disadvantages? You know, how complex is it to try to, and how maddening is it to try to write a movie where you have these time rules that you want to do something, we can't do this because we already set this rule, and
Yeah,
Just
you
curiosities.
Maybe work backwards to a certain degree.
Yeah.
Of just like here's our like hard limit. How do we then, construct it from there? Maybe.
Yeah, I guess if you create like the concept of like what the perfect day is going to be, like you put that in there, like you have that as your base point.
Yeah.
And then from there you could probably just enter
Like, how do we get
loops,
to that?
however you like feel like doing, and then place like certain specific scenes, like the ones of importance, along certain parts of like the loops that we see, and then say these all piece together to make like the final like day.
Yeah.
Speaking of the final day, and I just asked this in the last episode about times and why things still seem to happen when they shouldn't. Why are everybody at that fort still like doing the exact same thing they would have been had they been about to go into war that next day? When the beginning of that day is them learning that the aliens are no longer around. And they've all been like powered down.
Oh, like when he finally kills the Omega, like it's
So he kills the Omega. He gains the power of the Omega. I'm assuming because he restarts himself all the way back to.
Oh yeah, I guess I don't.
He's on the helicopter.
The helicopter.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah, like before he tries. So that's the scene, like before he tries to blackmail or like before he meets with the general.
Yeah,
right?
before he even meets the general.
Yeah.
So then he
That's
goes
a
through.
really good point.
But at this point, they've already learned that because it resets with the Omega being dead, so none of the drones or the alphas are around, and yet still he meets up with the and then he goes to the fort. They're having their exact conversation that they would have been having, and then he sees Rita, and Rita is doing the exact same thing that she would have been. But why wouldn't they have been like, well, boys,
we're done.
We're done. Like, we don't need to be here.
Yeah. Oh, that's a really good point. Because I would imagine there would have been more celebratory.
Yeah.
It would have been...
Like, as far as it looked like they were getting ready to go fight the next day.
Yeah. Maybe I guess just to confirm that
Let's just all go out to the beach and just see
just
what
to be
happens.
like,
I would have liked to see them all these planes and boats coming in. They're like, no, I guess they are here.
right. Hey, we're good.
The volleyball nets.
Then it's just
It just turns into the Top Gun.
Yeah, dude, yeah, yes. Oh. Well.
Yeah, was there any other questions? Any burning plot holes?
Oh, no. Dude,
So before, I just wanted to get your guys' opinion on this. So when they are, like, before Tom Cruise gets his blood transfusion, when they're trying to break out of the consulate, like, so they have the Omega tracking device. Do you guys think Rita turned into the guy with the super skeleton? Because I feel like she kind of threw in that moment. Like, she didn't veer away from him. It kind of looked like she veered towards him. And then that's when he, like, smashed on the hood. And then...
For some reason, I thought that dude just dropped out the sky.
Oh, okay.
I didn't think he dropped out the sky, but, like, I know that that Cage got shot in the leg right before that happened. And I think that the moment he got shot and he's reacts and he grabs it, that she looks over at him and gets distracted, I think, just long enough for that dude to smash the car.
Gotcha.
And,
Okay. So I think I may have just not processed, because I thought she, like, saw I guess maybe, and then was maybe like, oh, maybe this will kill us, but it wasn't like a confirmed kill. But it probably makes sense that she was just distracted, and then that's when the guy was able to, capitalize on that moment, and then just stop
the Hellboy.
Also, why weren't those suits just like full Iron Man suits?
Yeah, like
too expensive.
Copyright, I don't know.
Yeah, and another thing, I did read that Tom Cruise did not want the suits to look too CGI, so they were
like practical,
pretty practical and functioning.
Yeah.
And they apparently weighed anywhere from 80 to 110 pounds.
Okay.
In total.
I mean, you can see people like moving very awkwardly in them.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, just cover yourselves up. Now, like, I thought that just immediately as soon as everybody started being like on fire inside of them, I was like, well, if you were covered up, you wouldn't be on fire.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
From a military standpoint, that seems like a very dumb thing that you've done.
The whole what is that? Like the surviving planes, like the gunshot
like,
patterns, whatever.
Just like, seems like bad suit design from the military, but
Yeah.
whatever.
And that one guy was just buck ass naked and it was insane.
I do think it's hilarious that eventually Cage just got to the point where he's
stopped
I'm
trying
just
to
not even
save him.
trying.
He's like,
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
let him get crushed.
Because it just seems like people have to die, which I guess. But
You know what
is
else people have to do?
rate a movie?
Figure out how many Panharmonicons it's gonna get.
He's ready.
How many Panharmonicons does this get? How many Panharmonicons does this get? How many Panharmonicons does this get? Boys, spit.
Let's do it. 4 out of 5 Panharmonicons for me. I
Shui.
ended up liking this movie more than I thought I was when it started.
This is the first time you've ever seen it?
This is the first time. I did not watch it back in 2014.
Me,
Gotcha.
Obviously, I was watching stuff like Maleficent. But,
Obviously.
Of course.
and How to Kill Your How to Train Your Dragon too. Like clearly, I was watching everything else except for Edge of Tomorrow, and I didn't watch it while I remember because it got that big Netflix premiere. Still didn't watch it then, but at the beginning I kind of was like, but then it got more endearing. The further it got, Tom Cruise got more endearing. Emily Blunt did a great job. I enjoyed their little back and forth, and I still kind of thought much like I did in Groundhog Day. I don't think she really needed to kiss him.
Thank you for bringing that up.
Her character really didn't call for it, nor did the amount of time that they had spent together really call for it.
Thank you.
And I feel like in both of these movies, the belief comes from the fact that we as an audience have seen the two of them together for so much of the movie that it seems like it should be warranted. But in both cases, it's not really warranted. Even with that, it's not like that took it. It's not like it was going to be a 5 out of 5 and then that kiss happened. But the action, I really dug the action. I don't know if I cared about the mimics all that much. At first, I thought we were not going to see the mimics. I was for a while, I was like, are we going to do this thing where we just don't ever see the enemy? But then they showed them, and at that point, I was like, oh, okay, I really don't even... They reminded me of the machines from The Matrix.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, you just made a whole bunch of little sea spiders just whipping around, and I'm like, okay, whatever. I don't understand how we can't just kill these things. But I dug this movie more than I thought it would. And I'm glad... I think actually I said it.
Oh, there you go.
But, if I didn't, I appreciate that we did watch it because I don't think I would have watched it otherwise.
Oh, awesome. I would give it a 4 as well, man. It's one of those films where it's to me it's very fun, and it does what it needs to do. It's not to say that it's going to blow you away with its plot or anything like that, but like you were saying about the action, I do like the action. Totally agree with the kiss in the end. I just don't think that it needed to happen, especially with the last shot of the film. Because I didn't make a note about that last shot because I really enjoyed it, that it didn't linger too much. I have no idea. Well, I shouldn't say I have no idea how they'll explain away how he reset back there, given how that whole sequence played out. But I just think there was something special about that last shot, where he sees her and now they're seeing each other, even though it's the first time for her, and for him it's God knows how many times he went through that, how many times he died, how many times he saw her die, and you're getting them meeting under different circumstances for one, but also it was just the look in his eyes when he was staring at her,
kind of we did it.
Yeah, dude, and you can see if you look, you can see the tears welling up right at the bottom of his eyes. And then he smiles and it just cuts. I love that. Just you don't need to linger. You don't need to have them have a conversation. From an audience perspective what you wanted from the end of their story. So that I just very much appreciate it. Yeah.
I would also give it a 4. So we all the same scores across the board. I just think that the thing that really knocked it down for me is the other soldiers just seemed so useless. They just didn't really do much.
It would be nice if they were if it wasn't, because it feels like J Squad was supposed to just already kind of be a other squad.
Yeah.
And
Suicide Squad.
Probably helped if they were a group of specialists that each one of them had capabilities that would have persisted, especially once you get to the end and he's like, I need you guys on this thing, because they get there and then like over half of them die like almost immediately.
Yes,
and then
yeah, they just seem
barely see
kind of
the
useless. Yeah, and it's like even on the like everyone landing on that beach, like they're just everyone seems so lackadaisical. Like there's no like push to be like, we're getting killed.
That's fair.
Do a little hustle. Like let's not just like strut down the catwalk here. But yeah, everything else, I thought it was a very good film. But yeah, thank you for suggesting it if you or whoever did, because I also would not have ever watched this movie.
Yeah, and let us know what you thought about Edge of Tomorrow, starring Tom Cruise, Emily Blunt, and others. We want to thank you for watching another episode of Panharmonicon Studios Presents
A podcast, mouth lasers.
And if you can for us, we would really appreciate it if you'd give us a thumbs up or a thumbs down, depending on if you liked it or not. On Spotify, that'd be giving us a rating of 1 through 5. On both platforms, if you could give us a comment, drop it. Let us know what you thought about this movie. Let us know what other movies that you'd like us to see. We are going to be needing some suggestions coming up later on down the line. And subscribe. That lets us know that you want to be a part of our little book club here, movie club, and lets us, get out to you as well. I dropped a poll a little while ago asking what movies you might be excited just to see. I wish they'd let me put all of the movies that are coming out, but they only let me put 4. And I don't know if it was a great representation of the 4 like big movies coming out, but I put them out there. So feel free to let us know what you think, what you're looking forward to there, as well as in the comment section. Follow on Spotify. Do all the good stuff. We really, 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 really appreciate it. And again, thank you for watching. This has been Damon.
This is Andrew.
And this is Farrell.
Good day.
Good day, mate.
Good day.
Yes? What do you want?